Hi, my name's Dave Laram. I'm the RFU club developer for Buckinghamshire, Berkshire and Oxfordshire. And today I'm at Henley Hawks in Oxfordshire with Alistair Bainon, who's the commercial marketing manager for the club. And we're here today to talk about how the club diversifies its revenue income through the use of its physical facility through non-rugby. So, hi Ali, do you want to introduce yourself, mate?
Yeah, so my name's Alistair Bainon. As Dave said, I'm the commercial marketing manager here at Henley Rugby Club. I've been here now close to 5 years, which is a pretty long shift, but it's a great club to work for. We're very forward thinking, like to think we're a pretty dynamic club, certainly off the field, and lots of big plans for the future.
Brilliant, Ali. And in terms of Henley Hawks, you are a very sort of a famous club and you've got a big membership. Roughly at the moment, how many members does the club have?
So we have approximately 600 members, and that's obviously made up through our thriving mini and junior section, all the way up to our community playing members and our adult spectator members as well.
And we're here today to talk about how the club sort of uses its facility to be able to bring in sort of a non-rugby based revenue. So can you just give us a brief outline of what the club's currently doing with the facility to be able to sort of like raise much needed revenue to support the rugby?
Sure. So obviously during the pandemic, that's a good example in that we were quite fortunate in that we are a leisure hub. We've always looked at ourselves, certainly over the last few years, we've developed Henley Rugby Club as a leisure hub. Off the pitch, we're very lucky in that we've got a relatively new clubhouse that was opened in September 2016, and it is home to Mensa Cafe, which is a thriving business in its own right, and it's open 6 days a week. Similarly, next door we have a members gym, Love Fitness, which has been open now for 3 years. And outside of that, we also have a physio clinic on site as well, all of which provides us with a certain amount of rental income a year, which obviously during the pandemic was vital because they were still able to operate. Outside of that, we have a car park which is used by people going into Henley on a daily basis. We have our new 4G pitch, which we let out to schools, community organisations, and that sort of thing. So it's we're very lucky in the blueprint that we've got here. It's very focused on, obviously we focus on the rugby, but primarily it is it's a business in its own right, and we want to generate the revenue through our non-match day activities as much as we possibly can.
And in terms of the people who organise and bring all this to life, do the club employ employs full-time staff, or is it a volunteer-led thing?
It's mixed. I mean, we have an office staff. There's 3 of us. I'm actually the only full-time member of staff. We have 2 other part-time members of staff as well, and we all manage obviously bookings. We manage the non-rugby playing side of things. We have a facilities director and a maintenance manager who are volunteers, and they make sure that obviously the grounds, the facilities themselves are in top working order. So it is very much a combination of both.
And ultimately, who's responsible and accountable to your sort of club's board, for this operation?
It would be the facilities director and myself as commercial manager. We report to our management committee on a monthly basis.
And in terms of this operation, what does a successful, revenue generation through this physical facility, what does it look like for the club moving forward?
For us, it needs to be welcoming to the community. We are primarily a community club. Obviously, we're a rugby club, but I think for us, welcoming people to the club, a lot of them have no interest in rugby. They either want to use the cafe for have lunch or a coffee, or they want to use the gym, or they need to go to the physio. It needs to be welcoming to everyone, and that's really important for us as a club. We are, as I say, very much a focal part of the local community, and we need to be all-encompassing.
Fantastic, Ali. And just lastly, to finish off with, what would be your 5 top tips for the clubs needing to develop a robust sort of physical non-rugby facility operation for their club? What would your top tips be, mate?
I would say the first one is to utilise your space in a diverse way. If you've got the blueprint there, look at what you can possibly do. Secondly, develop a 3 to 5 year plan. Obviously, everything doesn't happen overnight. Really look at, okay, how can we generate extra revenue here? Whether that's, we have our 4G pitch. I know obviously it costs a lot of money, but just look at how you can probably part fund that. If you've got a clubhouse that you think, right, well, is it good for meeting and event space? Can you use it for, away days? Can you use it for external events, whatever that might be? Just have a plan. Plan a 3 to 5 year plan, and just see how you can develop revenue in that sort of way.
Fantastic, Ali. Any other points, mate?
Yeah, so I think for us, developing a relationship with local authorities is very important. We're very lucky to have our partners at Henley Town Council and South Oxfordshire District Council, and we work very closely with them on numerous projects over the years. So yeah, developing a good relationship there is absolutely fundamental. And if you can create a sort of a subcommittee that just primarily focuses on non-match day revenue. By that I mean club events, clubhouse hire bookings, just to focus fundamentally on that. You give people more responsibility there. It can certainly help it and pay dividends in the long term.
Brilliant. Thanks, Ali. What an insightful interview that's been, and I hope that helps to support other clubs with thinking how they can generate an additional income through the use of their physical facility. Thanks very much.
No problem.